This video will highlight the features of the latest version 3.0 of the Excel interface, or XLI for short. All XLI videos available on PPMetrics.com demonstrate some other core capabilities of previous versions. This latest version primarily highlights the new capability to create staffing profiles and enhancements to request management. So let's go find the XLI, which I have on my desktop. It's simply an Excel spreadsheet that a user has downloaded to their local machine. I'll double click to open it. I'll log on as my PPM user. After the application opens, I'll go to the Staffing Profile tab. So for those of you who are familiar with the XLI, you'll note that I'm simply selecting the slicers to filter for particular staffing profiles and choosing various display options. In this case, I decided to work with staffing profiles associated projects. Now I'll hit the search button. So the search shows me projects that already have staffing profiles updatable by me. But what about projects that don't have staffing profiles and need to be created? So you'll note that there's a new button called Create Staffing Profiles. I'll click on that. So this new dialog box opens where I can search for any projects that don't have staffing profiles. So let's take a look at the first two projects on our list. They are Project 30574, called Template Import, and Project 30711, Business Unit and Integration. So let me hit close for just a second. I'll go back to my original search screen. So I just want to show you that the two projects I just mentioned don't appear in the list of staffing profiles that I can edit. And the reason is because that these projects don't have a staffing profile yet. So I don't have Business Unit Integration. I don't have Template Import. So I'm currently logged into PPM. I'm actually looking at the project Business Unit Integration I just mentioned. So I scroll down. You'll notice that there's no staffing profile yet. So let me go ahead and create staffing profiles for those projects. So click on Template Import, enter an end period for the staffing profile, and then for Business Unit Integration, also enter an end period for that one as well. Then I'll hit Create. And you'll note here that the two staffing profiles were successfully created. Now if I close the screen and go back to my original search screen, I now have Business Unit Integration, and I should also have Template Import as well. And there it is. So we go back into PPM, refresh. And you'll see now I have a staffing profile. So I'm going to actually load up the Business Unit Integration staffing profile into the XLI. And let's add a staffing profile line. So hit save to save the changes back into PPM. Now if I go back into PPM and refresh, you'll now see my business analyst position. We've significantly enhanced request management so that it can be used to create, update, or delete any type of PPM request or project. This is particularly useful for use cases such as mass creation, mass updates, management of issues, risks, and scope registers, or when you need to copy and paste data from other Excel sheets. So remember that the XLI is fully aligned with the PPM security model, so if you're not allowed to perform an action in PPM, you also can't do that either in the XLI. So let me hit the search button on the request tab. So the filters here on the search screen are entirely configurable. So in our demonstration, we'll choose project risks. And we'll choose display request fields. We can also choose to display the table components of requests as well. Click on search. I'll select a few project risks and load them up into our sheet. We can see that there are asterisks for assigned to, probability, risk impact level, and description. So these are all required fields for this request type. So let's see what happens when I wipe out a required field. I'll hit save. So I'll get an error message indicating that I'm missing information in the required field. So I'll hit reload to reload the data. So XLI maintains referential data by bringing in validation information such as dropdowns into the sheet. So if I look at probability, this is a validation in PPM. Same thing for priority. Request type rules are supported as well. So let's see an example where probability is the dependent field. So if I change probability to critical, almost certain, it actually changes the priority to critical. So this is a request type rule that's been configured on the request type in PPM. The formatting of dates and numbers and lists are also supported. So let's say that I want to update the assigned to field for a risk and assign it to, instead of Alice Jones, I'll assign it to Brian. So I'll type in BR, hit this new button. So the resulting list will try and find a user that contains BR in their name. So I'll just select Brian Christie. Let me go ahead and update the priority of all these fields. Now let me create a new request. Just needed to fill in the required fields for this request. I can also easily copy a bunch of requests simply by highlighting the rows I like to copy. Note that a priority did not copy over due to the request type rule. Now hit save to update and save my changes back into PPM. So I have my new request created and I have links to PPM through the request ID number. So I'll click on one and this takes me straight into my new request. Now let me go ahead and delete all my newly created requests. Go ahead, save, and it deletes my previously created requests. As you can see, the new XLI request capabilities allow me to perform request data updates in a much more quicker, more accurate and integrated manner without sacrificing PPM governance and control. Let's summarize the capabilities of the Excel interface. The application allows you to retrieve, create, and update individual or multiple PPM entities at once, and this includes staffing profiles, financial summaries, resource pool participation, and retrieval of time entry data. It also allows you to create Excel-based reports accessible through the XLI environment. It also allows you to use Excel's native user interface capabilities and inherent tools. It also allows you to integrate PPM with external data sources and apply custom business rules, so for example time normalization to time entry data, and creation of custom hourly rate cards. And lastly, the data integrity of PPM and security model are retained. Thank you for watching this video. For more information, please contact us at info@ppmetrics.com or visit us at www.ppmetrics.com.